The 100 Years, 100 Ranchers project is a black and white film photography project that I started approximately 10 years ago. I'm photographing 100 Arizona ranchers whose families have been ranching in Arizona since 1912 or earlier, hence the tie-in with the state Centennial in February of 2012. It involves traveling throughout the state to various ranches, initially just going to visit the ranchers, speaking with them, and kind of getting a sense of their operation and their family history. Then we would go back at a later date and actually go and photograph the family. And sometimes we photograph more than just one person. Sometimes it's the patriarch or the matriarch, and then sometimes we photograph sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters, and so forth. My reason for wanting to do it initially was because my degree's in history. And then I met a woman named Wink Krigler, who's a descendant of Molly and John Butler. And she has a ranch, the Ex-Diamond Ranch, up by Springerville. And so I kind of came up with the idea while visiting with her, and I could really start to get a sense that this was a very tenuous dilemma. Ranching, I think, throughout the country is a livelihood as far as a small family ranch, which almost this project is entirely made up of smaller ranches. These aren't large operations with thousands of head of cattle. These are people who have anywhere from 20 to 400 head of cattle. And I think the reason is, a couple reasons, is what is all this going to look like 100 years from now? The other reason it's important is that there's not going to be another Centennial. But the main reason that it's really important is that I felt that it was important to try to document photographically these families who have been able to continue to do this for at least the last 100 years. And the project is very fluid. There are people who I have photographed who now have their numbers of cattle have been cut in half. There are people who have passed away, some of the older people. So I try to get to some of the older patriarchs and matriarchs as quickly as I can. And recently we photographed our oldest subject, who's 93 years old.